Hello good people, it's me Kumanawa, your money manager. Today I want us to talk about Motshelo accounts. We need to look at bank accounts that are offered to help you to effectively and efficiently manage your Motshelo. Because remember, when we do a Motshelo, we are coming together to collectively pool our resources for a common goal. So I normally say that before you can go and get into any group of Motshelo, make sure you know the intentions and objectives of that group. I find that a lot of us were getting into Motshelo and we are just putting money. We don't know specifically what we are putting that money for. This is why we end up at the end of the year, we've got so much money and we don't even have a use for this money. We end up misusing the money because we did not have an intended purpose or an objective, a clear objective of why we joined that particular Motshelo. So before you can go and join any Motshelo, please have an objective, have a goal that you want to pursue using your Motshelo. This money can literally work for us. This money can help us to build wealth. It doesn't necessarily have to be the money that we use to buy consumables. We need to use the money for production, not just for consumption. And production, we're talking about investing for wealth creation. There are currently commercial banks that are offering Motshelo accounts to help us with our efforts of saving. Motshelo is a collective investment undertaking. I normally like to say that, Motshelo is an informal way of saving. And when you look at the formal way of saving, or what you look at what other financial institutions are offering, the same principle of Motshelo is what is being used by unit trust providers, where they are pulling resources from the many of us to create a pool, and then they take that pooled money, they invest it elsewhere. This is essentially what we also do with our Motshelo. We pool money together and we use the pooled resources to get to something, to do something, but that something has to be very defined from the onset. So today I'm going to take you through two bank accounts, two Motshelo bank accounts that are offered by commercial banks. Let's get into them. The first Motshelo account is the Absa Motshelo account. So the minimum account opening requirement is only 500 pula. You need to understand this 500 pula is also the money that you're going to use to hold the account. You're not going to put the money to open the account and take it back. It is a minimum account balance that will have to be maintained at all times. You also need to look at the account maintenance fee. Currently, the Absa Motshelo account is charging 11 pula 43 tebe. The last time I looked last year, the charge was about 11 pula 21 tebe. So the charge has increased just a little bit. You need to be aware of these things. What else does this account come with? The account comes with 2,000 funeral cover for up to 10 nominated members. So please underline that you're getting a free funeral cover up to 2,000. The account also comes with a free checkbook. However, you need to know that the checkbooks can be phased out. I think next year, May, we will never have checkbooks again because they're trying to get us into electronic banking. So checkbooks are also very expensive, so they're being phased out. And then it comes with SMS alerts. So for whoever you've nominated as the account beneficiary, they're going to get SMS alerts for all the transactions that are going in and going out of the account. So you need to be aware of that. And then also the account attracts an interest. It pays an interest. However, the interest rate is not disclosed, so you're gonna have to ask them what the interest rate is, but I think maybe it's a tiered interest rate. I am not sure. This is why I'm saying I think, because the interest rate is not disclosed. The account comes with free cash and check deposit. So for you to get an account with free cash deposit, that is a bonus, because cash deposits are normally very expensive. Cash deposits are normally charged per 100. You are paying on average about 35 tebe per 100 that you deposit. But this particular one, it comes with free cash deposit. The account also comes with unlimited withdrawals. It's a savings account, but it's offering you unlimited withdrawals, because I think they do appreciate the fact that you're using this account to collect money, and you also be wanting to transact as freely as you can from this account. Even though it's a savings account, it doesn't have restricted withdrawals because they've tailor-made it, taking into consideration the setups of Motshelo or why we get into Motshelo. Let's look at the account opening requirements for the Absa Motshelo account, because the requirements do differ across banks. requirements. So the first requirement is that you need to nominate at least 2 members who will act as account signatories on behalf of their group members. So for you to open your Motshelo account with ABSA, you don't necessarily have to be an ABSA customer. There is no requirement for you to have an existing account with ABSA, so you can open an account at any time. And then also one other thing is they don't need a formal constitution. Normally when you do your Motshelo or your society or what, there's a constitution that is being required, but for you to open an account, you don't necessarily need a constitution. The 2 members that you have selected to be representatives of your account, to be account signatories of your account, they will also need to provide other documentation. They will need to provide the identification documents in the form of Omang for Botswana or passport for non-citizens. They also need to provide proof of physical address as well as proof of income. And then if you've got non-residents, they also need to provide maybe a work permit. They also need to provide a residence permit, so over and above their identification documents. So these are the requirements for opening your Motshelo account with ABSA. Let's get into the second Motshelo account, which is the Stanbic Motshelo savings account. They call it Motshelo savings account. So what is the minimum, what is the opening requirement? You also need a 500 pula to open the account. What are the benefits of the account? It doesn't come with any monthly maintenance fees. That's a good plus for you. No monthly maintenance fees. That is really good for you. It comes with a free checkbook. However, remember I've said that the checkbooks are being phased out. So next year, May, we will not have any checkbooks. So yeah, so that we can forget about it. It also comes with free SMS alerts. For every transactions that are going in and out of the account, your nominated account members will get free SMS alerts. You can nominate up to 5 members to get SMS alerts. It comes with free monthly account statement. Yeah, I think so. Free monthly account statement. So really, what are the requirements for opening the account? They're almost similar to the ABSA. You need to nominate at least 2 members to act as account signatories, and then you also need the 500 pula we spoke about of the opening balance. You also don't need a formal constitution. You can just go and open the account. And then for the nominated members, you're also going to require the identification document, proof of income, as well as proof of physical address. So this is really what you need to go and open your Motshelo account. Stanbic Motshelo account, they do pay an interest rate. However, that interest rate is tiered, starting from 0.5% going upwards depending on the amount that is available on the account. So the interest is calculated on daily balances and paid monthly. So you need to check every month if you're receiving interest on your account balances. There you have it, your 2 Motshelo accounts offered by commercial banks. And then there's also one Motshelo account offered by a mobile network operator. BTC's Mega is offering a Motshelo account. You need to know that the account is not interest bearing, and also you'll incur charges for every transaction that you make. To look at the transactional fee structure of Smega for you to understand how you are going to pay on your BTC's Mega Motshelo Club savings account. These are the 3 Motshelo accounts that you can look at and decide where to open one. Please, when deciding where to open a Motshelo account, look at the objective of the group and look at the kind of activities that will be happening in your account. Because if you're going to be doing a lot of transactional activities, you would rather look at an account that has got like small transactional fees, and you need to be aware of what those transactional fees are. Because transactional fees, remember, small fees, they do add up over time, and they can really be a drag on your efforts of saving collectively. So you need to be aware of that. This is all that I wanted to share with you today, just for us to look at the available Motshelo accounts so you can decide, because it's that time of the year where we are receiving our proceeds from Motshelo, and we're also looking at forming new Motshelo or continuing with the Motshelo that we currently have. And I thought that maybe you could use some little help in terms of understanding what is available out there. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment and a like for me, and thank you very much for watching. I will see you in another video.